Types of cloud computing.
Okay,
So what
so
are the types of cloud computing?
we said that cloud computing is essentially taking away your hardware and putting it somewhere in a central location, right? So that's we need to dig a little deeper than that, right? There are three ways you could do this. One is that there is a service provided over the internet and which just gives you access to virtual servers, right? You just get a machine of uh, 2 gigahertz CPU with 4 gigabytes of RAM, right? And then you can install whatever operating system you want on this machine, you can install whatever software, and you can do whatever you want with it, right? So what they have done is that they have made the hardware they have converted the hardware into a service instead of you having to buy the hardware. That is called infrastructure as a service, right? But that's not the only way you use cloud computing. A better way or a simpler way for most people to use cloud computing is that you don't really care about the servers. What you care about is writing programs and running them, right? And in fact, you don't want to write any program. You are an expert in one particular programming language, let's say Java. So you just want to write a Java program, you want to compile it and you want to run it. And there are services which provide that. What they do is they give you an interface, again via a web browser, where you can upload Java programs and it will compile the Java program and it will run it somewhere on their virtual servers in the internet, right? And what you get to do is you just create a Java server and that's it. You create a Java program and that's it. You run the Java program and it runs. You don't have to worry about what servers it is running on. You don't have to worry about what database is being used. You don't have to worry about where the files are stored, right? All of that is taken care of. What they give you is a Java platform, right? That's called platform as a service. So you get a language and the related compiler and runtime and so on, and that's it. You don't have to worry about anything else. In fact, even keeping track of how many servers are needed, etc. Since you don't know anything about servers, you don't have to worry about that. The platform takes care of it. That's called platform as a service. But that is something for developers. There is a third kind of cloud service, and that's called software as a service, because most people are not writing programs in a programming language, right? So what they want to do is they just want to run software. So that's where software as a service comes in. There, basically what happens is you don't have to worry about servers, you don't have to worry about programming languages or compilers. Just any software which normally you would have had on your desktop and you would double click to use is now made available to you via a browser, and you double click and you start using it. A very simple example of software as a service is Gmail. In the old days, to read or send email, you would need an email software package installed on your computer. But now everybody does that using a browser, because that's software as a service. A more complicated example would be, for example, you wanted to Photoshop some paintings, some pictures, you wanted to change the colors or something like that, right? Right now you have to use a Photoshop which is installed on your desktop. But in cloud computing, you just open the Photoshop equivalent software and start using it. That's software as a service.